What's going on YouTube? It's the Old Soldier coming at you from Robeson County, North Carolina today. As you all know, yesterday my daughter got married. Wife and I are very happy about that. He's a nice young man, cares for her, and that's what's important. Started the work week today. Left school. But this morning when I was watching the news, I was hearing about these fires out in California. I think they said California, and I want to say there was some in Colorado. I could be wrong about that, but it seemed like it was saying. But either way it goes, one of the things we're talking about was the military aircraft that have been called in to help rescue some campers. They can't get into land. Prayers for them and those crews to get back. Hopefully they can get in and get somewhere where they can land and get these people out. I can't imagine what it's like to be stuck in the middle of a woods or forest with a fire enclosing and no way out, it seems. So pray they can get to these campers and get them out. Especially, of course, of a long weekend, people getting out over these Labor Day weekend, the last long weekend of the summer. So that kind of brings me on a topic as we get ready to transition from summer to fall. We always talk about when you're working outside in the summer and the spring, hydration. It's even more important during the fall and winter months than you realize. A lot of people have a tendency to drink less fluids and water during colder times than they do when it warms up, but you really do need to consume at least, the minimum 8 glasses of water a day. And if you're working, adjust accordingly. But just because it's cold and your body don't feel thirsty, you still have that need to hydrate. Okay? When I was in the Army, I dealt with more hydration cases in the wintertime than I did the summer, believe it or not. So that's just a little tip I want to share with everybody today. So keep that in mind as we start to progress from fall to winter. Also, if you live on our side of the nation here, on the East Coast, there's 2 more storms out there in the Atlantic that are brewing, according to the Weather Channel. They look like they will turn north into the sea and dissipate over the sea, but you never know. It's been an active hurricane season, and we're just now at the peak of it. So there's potential that even more could develop in the coming days and weeks. I want to say Fran hit in late September into October. I have to go back and look at the math on that. No, Hugo came in at the 1st of September. And people felt the effects for that for years on end. Hugo was a deadly one, folks. So just because it's starting to turn cooler doesn't mean we're out of the woods for hurricanes. So keep that in mind, folks, as you make your preparations for transitioning from one season to the next. Don't let your guard down just because the temperature is getting cooler or colder. But other than that, about 60 some odd more days, and the nation will determine who its next leader is going to be. And my prediction is all you know what's going to break loose after the elections. I'm not going to even begin to predict who may or may not win. I got my idea, but at the rate things are going right now, who knows what's going to happen. I'm just of the opinion that after the election, one way or the other, the crap's going to hit the fan. And one candidate wins, they're going to do it because they know they won't be prosecuted. And the other ones are going to do it despite that candidate in order to continue to usher in this idea that communism works in America. Now, if y'all don't watch Uncle Al's channel, I'll put a link to his channel on today's video. Y'all need to go check him out. The man speaks words of wisdom in volumes. Okay? In volumes. And he knows what he's talking about. Go check out some of his videos on the subjects. Okay? But yeah, I'm a firm believer that one way or the other, these things are going to take place, whether we want them to or not. And all I can tell you is be as prepared as you possibly can be. And what I mean by that is be ready to take the necessary action to protect yourself, your family, and your property. Best way to sum it up. There still seems to be a shortage of ammunition nationwide, and a lot of it still having to do with first-time gun buyers that are flooding the market. But we're starting to see shortages now. I was talking to one of my colleagues today at work that has a heating and AC business on the side, and he's got customers that he can't finish the job because he can't get the units in. The hold up on our house, because building material prices are increasing because there's a lumber shortage. Our contractor can't get a price in order for us to order a unit to put on the property. It's a whole, and again, it continues to snowball as we go along. There have been reports of appliances that are in shortage. Washers, dryers, air conditioners, And part of it's because this whole COVID mess. The other part, I think, is because we've got deep state players that are wanting to control every aspect of things, so they're sowing fear and deception that are causing these places that produce these things not to allow their workers to come in. Not to mention certain governments, state governments won't let them. So this mess has got to stop soon. And brings to the next big thing. Sooner or later, you're going to start to see shortage of certain foodstuffs. Now, what types? I'm not going to begin to speculate on that, but I would tell you that certain food items may start to become in short supply. You'll see prices go up on certain things. Last month there was a spike in beef prices. So just kind of keep your eye on things, folks. Stock up on canned goods, long-term canned goods that you can find and get. Start putting them away as best you can. Fortunately for us, we were able to salvage the majority of our canned goods after the fire that we had been stocking up on, like our corned beef, our Spam, potted meats, my long-term shelf crackers, just canned vegetables, soups and stews and things of that nature, canned broth mixes, and we've got limited amount in the RV, but we've put up our tent, we've got a pod, and we've also got the container. We can start to shift things around and continue to stockpile our necessary items. But I'm not trying to say this to panic people, but don't wait till the last minute and think you're going to be able to rush to the store and get all these things that you're going to need. And most of y'all watch the channel, y'all are already kind of there. But for any new viewers, new subscribers, these are just some tips to look out for and to do. But anyway, folks, I've rambled and ranted and ran my mouth long enough for today. Kind of a short video. I've got to get back here to the house, and hopefully Duke Power will be here today to hook up my shore power so that I can get off these generators for a while. So until tomorrow, folks, God bless. Take care. It's the Old Soldier out.